Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I came across this extremely interesting article. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle cozy up to Trump-loving billionaire. I think that Meghan and Harry, they're on a cash grab right now, and they seem to be aligning themselves with extremely wealthy people and big fishes. We know they've aligned themselves with Oprah. By aligning themselves with Oprah, they've also aligned themselves with Gayle. They've aligned themselves with the likes of Tyler Perry. They are said to be in communications with Adele because she is a fellow Brit. She's proud of her heritage. You don't get anything more British than Adele, really. She's really excited to have the former royal next door to her in LA, and I can understand her excitement. I would be excited, I guess, too. I probably wouldn't have followed the story of Meghan and Harry so closely, especially with her schedule. I don't think that they have time, people of her caliber, to really look into what people are doing that's right and that's wrong. They're just simply too busy. So I can understand she's really interested. But it seems also that they are now networking for charitable donations for their foundation that they want to start. So they have the Archwell Foundation, and we know that if you start a foundation and you receive monetary gifts to that foundation, you are only by law required to donate 5% of the donations to the charitable causes. So they've strategically done this because that is going to be their bank. Essentially, Archwell is going to be a cover. Now, this is my personal view. I believe it's going to be a cover for Meghan and Harry to extract extreme wealth and get financially free of the taxpayer. But how are they going to get their hands on these charitable donations? Well, we have Meghan and Harry being hypocritical in this action because we know that they overtly have attacked Trump on numerous times. They're now aligning themselves with this very interesting guy called Rick Caruso. Rick Caruso seems like an extremely nice character. I'm going to say that from the outset. He seems really nice. He comes across as extremely compassionate because he has a disabled daughter. He has understanding, and he also has a lot of things that under the umbrella of his businesses that he does. And I think that he has become a financial target for Meghan and Harry because they're looking for the cash grab. They're trying to secure sponsors and funds for their foundation so they can essentially get off of the taxpayers' accounts and get onto someone else's. This is what they're doing. These guys, they're like Bonnie and Clyde. They want to get all the cash and have no responsibility. The article starts out with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle cozy up to Trump-loving billionaire Rick Caruso after previously snubbing President, but we know they're hypocritical. They have cozied up to a Republican-supporting billionaire who is working with Donald Trump to restart the US economy. They recently had a meeting with Rick Caruso while living in a £15 million Beverly Hills mansion, and I think that's the clincher for most of us. It's so annoying that these two are living in a lap of luxury with no responsibility, trying to get yet more money. Caruso, 61, has been described as a moderate Republican and was named on a White House list of executives in April to help fire up economic growth following the COVID. So Caruso has an extreme amount of wealth. If he's a part of that kind of economic rescue plan, America's a very big place, and it's going to take a lot of money for them to recover what has already happened and the economic extent. For him to be on that list, he's an extremely powerful person. He's a very rich person. And Meghan and Harry like money. It carries on to say, evidently his association with Trump did not put off Meghan, who avoided the US president on his last trip to Britain, or Harry, who has criticised his stance on climate change. And we know that we have the famous criticising of Trump. We know that we have the famous Greta Thunberg prank call where Harry openly criticised Trump. which he shouldn't have been doing, but this is Harry. Caruso told Vanity Fair magazine, "I had an opportunity to meet them about a month ago and spend some time with them. I was just very impressed by both of them. They're surprisingly down to earth. We talked about their charity work and the work that my company does." I'm sure that they sensibly talked about the work that Caruso does, because they want to find out what kind of causes he's doing so that they can align their foundation to those causes and then get a nice, healthy, juicy, generous donation. This is what it seems to be. It seems to be that Meghan and Harry are trying to get donations from the rich and the famous in order to survive their LA dream. I don't think that between them they feel, now this is my personal opinion, that they can pull it off on their own. I think Meghan knows that her acting is not going to be a big money spinner. And Harry, I don't know what he's going to do. I think this is a question that everyone's asking. What is his talents? We've only really known him for doing speeches and charity work and being a royal. But, it's a very simple job. It carries on to say, well-connected mogul Caruso, who is friends with stars including Gwyneth Paltrow, was a lawmaker in a real estate firm until he quit to develop properties full-time. Caruso, whose dad founded the dollar car rental agency, now owns the Grove Shopping Centre in LA and is worth an estimated £2.7 billion. He's very rich, isn't he? I think that with these celebrity net worths, they get them wrong a lot. I think that Caruso's worth a hell of a lot more. You can't stimulate a US economy with £2.7 billion. You can create opportunities. Maybe he's a part of the strategy plan, but I really don't think that's the case. He is known to be extremely generous in his charitable gifts, which is what I'm going to get to. But his retail career hasn't been without controversy, and his not-so-green credentials might not go down well with his new royal neighbours. So they've documented here that he is a controversial character for them to be going to, but we know that Meghan and Harry don't care about that right now. It's all about the cash grab. He's not very eco-friendly. We know that Harry has pertained to be wanting to be eco-friendly and all the rest of it, but it's a lie. It's not true. I don't think he cares about the environment as much as he says, because he's refusing to give up the private planes. In 2016, he had to walk away from plans for a retail development on a lagoon after spending millions in an attempt to bypass environmental planning laws. Meanwhile, eco-campaigners Meghan and Harry have jetted around the world lecturing others on climate change. So we're seeing their hypocrisy peeping through. Then it carries on to say, Rick Joseph Caruso is an American billionaire, businessman, and philanthropist. He is founder and chief executive officer of Caruso, an American real estate company. He has been president of the LA Police Commission, so maybe they're trying to get some free security, right? And a member of the Board of Water and Power Commissioners. Then I found this interesting article about his charitable giving habits. So I came across this medical center, and it says here, June 4th, 2015, $25 million gift from Tina and Rick Caruso, Tina is his wife, to endow head and neck department. Business leader and USC trustee Rick J. Caruso and his wife Tina have donated $25 million to endow and name the USC Tina and Rick Caruso Department of Oncology, hope I'm saying that correctly, head and neck surgery, one of the nation's largest and most highly ranked for research and treatment of diseases of the ear, nose and throat. Now, this organization is something that Rick Caruso is strongly affiliated to because his daughter suffered with these issues. She suffered with these medical issues. He's really passionate about this. So over the years, they documented that him and Tina Caruso have donated roughly around $35 million to total. They've been avid supporters because it's an issue that's close to their heart. Carries on to say Rick Caruso has also have his own foundation called the Caruso Foundation, and the foundation supports the economic stability of its properties' respective communities. Caruso donates to community organisations including local police and fire departments, the Chamber of E-commerce, churches, synagogues, hospitals and schools. So he's an extremely generous person by nature. I think that he's definitely going to have his hands in the Archwell Foundation. I think that's what they was doing. They was trying to scoop up the lowdown, the low tea, and to flout. I think Meghan and Harry definitely are flouting and selling their real connections off in order to anyone who would like to be affiliated closely with the royal family. We know a lot of celebrities like the prestige that comes with that. He's not a celebrity per se, he's a business founder, but they like to add this. It's another notch to their ever-extending list of organisations that they are affiliated with. And I think they are trying to package and brand Archwell Foundation under that guise. This reeks hypocrisy on their part because he is Republican. He is an avid supporter of Trump. He's not the most eco-friendly character. He likes to have it when he wants it. And I'm not knocking anyone who does that, but just don't be hypocritical about it. Meghan and Harry are extremely hypocritical about it. They stand on the left and then stand on the right. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. That's what I think. They're up for the cash grab. They're desperately trying to get money out of people. And this is what it's descended into for them. This is how bad it's gotten. Anyway, guys, I'll be back with another video. Bye, guys.